be your lover, lover. Wanna be your lover.
It's Goldies, and we are coming to you from the beautiful five-star hotel right here in Kampala, the Serena Hotel, where we're sitting down with our special guest, doing the selection as we get to chat and know him better. And trust me, he's a good speaker. Let's talk about you and, of course, personal life, your love life. I saw some pictures on Facebook, but I'm still wondering. You talk to us about your status. I don't see a ring anywhere.
There is a ring, but it's a fashion statement. So,
Okay.
'cause if you're married, I'll school you on this. You're not married.
No, I'm not.
I'll school you.
Okay.
It's on your left hand,
Okay.
on the second last finger, next to the pinky.
Okay.
When you're married, that's where your wedding ring would be.
So what's that on
This
there?
one is just a fashion statement. This is a ring with some diamonds on it.
So who's the
Just-
special lady that I keep seeing the photos on your page? Who's that?
That's my fiance. Yes, I was married.
Okay.
And my marriage kind of went south. It got funky. And I wanted to come home, and wifey didn't want to come home.
Okay.
So I came and waited for 7 years, and I was like, you know what? She ain't coming home.
Was she Ugandan?
No, she's. I met her in Rwanda. She
Okay.
was Rwandan.
Okay.
Yeah, we got married, and I took her to LA. And I was like, I want to go home, and she's like, oh, really? Okay.
so you took her to Hollywood and she stayed there. She didn't want to come back to Africa.
Well, you know what? I can't just keep telling my story. I'm sure she has her side, but it went south. It didn't work, and I am blessed and in love with somebody very dear and beautiful in my life.
So you cohabiting right now, like they're saying in the marriage and divorce bill, everyone is talking about, because you're not married and you're staying with someone. They're supposed
I didn't say I was staying. I said I'm in love.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Smart one. I saw photos of you and some children. Are they your children?
Yes.
You have children?
Yes.
How many do you have?
I have two beautiful girls, amazing, Keza and Tona.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they studying in Uganda?
Yes.
All right. So you being who you are, do they recognize that their dad is a superstar from back then? Like, our father is this?
They know it. They know it. They're like, Dad, you know everyone.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, people come to them and say, oh, I know your dad. So they know.
All right.
They know. We've never kept it away from them, and they've seen it. I mean, even when we're in the U.S., I would sometimes go on the road with them, and yeah.
All right. Do you see them following your footsteps? Of course, you're an entertainer. You were a public speaker. You were a gospel. Are they
My
following?
Keza is an MC. She's MC'd like 3 gigs so far. Yeah. And
Why don't
she's
you
only
let her go
11.
into the music and start singing?
Music and TV. Maybe I don't know. A little later. I just want them to kind of focus on this because
Okay.
it's also a critical moment. So yeah, eventually, yeah.
We're watching Goldies, and we are sitting down with a multi-talented gentleman. I don't even know what to call him, an artist and an entertainer, a comedian, a businessman. There's so much he's done. I'm lost for words with his title. All right, so what do you have next on the program?
Malibongwe is our biggest song. Everyone knows. Actually, there's people who actually think we're called the Malibongwes. The song is bigger than the group. We went to a place, an island, Fiji, in between New Zealand and Australia. And we got there, and we're doing a concert in a stadium. It's packed. And we do Malibongwe, and everyone goes nuts. Then they all like, oh my gosh, they start pointing, and all of a sudden they realize that we actually are the group that did Malibongwe. So they knew the song but didn't know the group. And this happens to the rest of us. But the influence came in the early 80s when there was a big boom of South African music. So we actually wrote songs in the 80s. We wrote Zulu 1, Zulu 2, Zulu 3, Zulu 4. We wrote 6 of them, and we called them that. But Malibongwe was actually Zulu 1, and it's been our biggest song. We've actually built a 20-year career, 5 albums on the strength of one song. 5 minutes. It's taken us all over the world, over 50 different countries, thousands of albums sold on the strength of one song.
On a lighter note, and who better share light moments than the multi-talented guest for today? All we have to do is come up with a series of questions, and all the guest has to do is give us that quick answer that crosses his mind in a question like this one. So when did you first realize you're famous?
I've not. I can never assume. I actually always introduce myself, and people are like, I know you, but you don't know me. But I can never assume. I can't assume everyone knows me.
What's the one thing you do better than anyone else?
Dancing.
Really?
I'm one of the baddest dancers. I was actually the national champion in 84 and 85 consecutively.
Wait, was that the time?
Breakdance,
breakdance time.
Mad Mike.
And Ezra, we were told he used to get
Ezra,
that.
yeah. I used to kick all their butts.
Are you
those guys.
serious?
Yeah. That's a little later in the 86-ish.
True story.
Yeah.
I was raised around Ginger Road, and we used to go to the indoor stadiums to watch the.
That's us.
Are you serious?
Yes, we used to dance yeah.
And I remember the winner walked away with the television set. The second runner-up walked away with the stereo system.
I took a boombox one time. There's a time when we did something at Kololo Airstrip, and I think the number 2 was Ken Seru Kenya then.
Oh my God! The most creative gift you've ever received from a fan is what?
I can't say that on TV. No, I'm just kidding. Most creative gift. Most creative gift. Somebody gave us bags. We're in the Philippines. Gave us little bags with all our names on. And this is about 10 years ago, and I still have that bag. So I use it to carry, like, if I'm traveling with CDs, dongo, little things. It's very handy. And
So if you went into this music thing, what do you think your career would?
I'd have been a lawyer or just a businessman.
Okay.
Because I talk too much.
Oh, okay.
Very defensive and argumentative, and I don't know if that's a word.
Lawyers.
Liars.
Okay. All right. Talk to us about your secret obsession.
Internet. I wake up at 3 in the morning and I go there, and I'm just surfing. It's not like I have a project or I go and I read the news and I'm on CNN, and I'm a sucker for the net.
Wow, didn't know that.
Yeah.
So the first 3 things you do in the morning are what?
Okay, number 1, I go wash my face, brush my teeth, I don't know.
Okay, we'll keep that one to ourselves.
Yeah.
So the most ridiculous rumor you've had about yourself is what?
That I'm the owner of Rucci Hotel, just because it sounds like my name.
Is it?
Yeah. It's not my hotel. So if there are any bill collectors, don't come for me.
Your first big paycheck, what was it, and what did you spend the money on?
I went to London, did a cheo in some factory. I got paid £220, and I went and bought gold, a chain and some rings.
200
send me.
was a lot back
It was
then.
a lot of money in the 90s. Yeah, I was like Mr. T. I had 4 rings and 3 chains.
So they say everyone needs a good cry once in a while. So when was the last time you cried, and why?
When my daughter was 3 or 4, she wasn't feeling very well, and she came to my bed and she started crying and said, "Oh, I want my mom." And I cried with her. I didn't show her I was crying, but we cried together.
Best advice?
If you can perceive it, you can achieve it. The fact that you've thought about it is good enough for you to go and chase it.
What's the most embarrassing moment?
They call it Dios. I was on stage one time and I had to leave. Without warning, I was like, dropped the mic and ran off the stage.
Your biggest accomplishment so far?
The wealth of knowledge that I've acquired from my travels.
That's about it. Thank you so much for sparing the time to sit down with us. We really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
This is historical moment right
Thank
here.
you. Wish you all the best
Right.
with the Goldies.
Thank you so much. Any last words to the people watching right now?
Uganda is a beautiful country. Kampala city is an amazing city. But we need to get together and clean it. City yange. Weba yo. Bako ne chojikolera. Do something. Do something. Do something.
Well, that's all the time we had for you today. Thank you for sparing the time to sit down and watch the program. For details, you can find us on Facebook and leave your comments, suggestions, or anything else that you want to share with us. And the keyword on Facebook is Goldies on WBS TV. That's Goldies on WBS TV, and we'll be able to respond to all your comments. That's it for today. Quickly like to thank the gentleman behind the scene, Fred Lutakome, doing an amazing job behind the camera, and everybody else involved with the program. That's it for today. Stay tuned to WBS for more interesting and of course education programs coming your way. Until next time, you know what to do. Keep it locked right here on WBS TV. Thank you.